What the hell? I sure did. What episode is it? Oh, there's people in the chat. Does that mean we're live? Can they hear me? Oh, they can. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Lawnhub Live after lunch. Episode 111. Is that right? Beautiful. Wow. I did put pre-immersion on my head, didn't I? Jeepers.
Instagram's just starting to warm up, and now we are streaming live on Instagram. Welcome to everyone on the Instagram. It's Clint here. I'm back of house today.
He is the man.
Hello. Dylan is here, but he's leaving. So you can say good night. There you go. Anyone that needed a deal fix, that's your deal fix.
You can read Instagram comments on here as well.
Yep.
So you don't even need your phone. But we need to go to Instagram again. You with your finger.
This gonna be a very short podcast. Remember that time you clicked the red button?
Yeah.
The end straight
Never
away.
press
that
the
was
red
last time I
button.
gave him that much. Cool.
Cool. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dylan.
no, all good.
You still look stretched head.
I think it's just Android. Yeah. So-
Just remember if you could stop that and upload that file for me.
Yep.
At the end. And
Upload it via this.
No,
No,
you
I'll
can take
take it home.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
I don't need it. So
All right.
it's just, that's,
That restream, it's not working.
it'll
It's fine
that for you. You can see if it's working.
because of the viewers.
It's almost better when it doesn't move because then you don't get distracted. Well, you don't get the, oh, who's that good looking dude? You know?
Why are you going?
Oh, goodness. Thanks, Dylan.
Dear
Have a
Dylan.
good podcast, everybody.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone. I turn now. Oh, goodness.
All right, so the podcast has started, and yeah, this is going to be interesting. That's right. The podcast has started.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. Strap in.
I can do the Instagram questions for you first, Clint.
Strap in and strap on. All right,
Yes.
you go do that. Giddy fucking up, lads. My grasshole. It's Friday, Arvo.
So, whoop, boomer. This question comes from Gherkins Are Green Home. Is the fertilizer shortage affecting you guys, in particular urea?
Who said there's a fertilizer shortage?
Gherkins Are Green Home.
Fake news.
Fake news at the moment, anyway. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, cool.
No,
Yep.
The reality is there will be upwards pressure on fertilizer costs. We were told yesterday, I think, that urea is now something around 1,300 a ton, or 1,600 a ton. I think it was 1,300 a ton.
It was below 800, 700 at one stage, so recently.
Yeah. So when the first action was taken by Uncle Donald on whatever day it was. Can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've seen. Ugh.
Uncle
perfect.
Donald said, boom, boom. Uncle Clint, that's me, said, hey, Jonesy, order 70 ton, I think.
Yeah.
So we've grabbed 70 ton at the standard rate that we were paying, and we're going to get another 50 ton in next week or the week after. So we should be all right for a little while. There might be more concerns around the pressures on freight more than fertilizer. But something a lot of people aren't thinking about is buckets, bottles, everything
Plastic, resin.
has oil in it. So WaterPro, which is our other business, had a 37% price rise instantaneously on PVC pipe.
And it's a moving scale.
And yeah, quotes don't even last a day. So ring up, ask for a price, and if you like it, buy it then.
Then. No if, buts, or maybes. B Nuke says, do I need to wait to apply some roots and shoots to a section I've just sprayed in barricade? If you've just sprayed barricade and watered it in, you'll be fine to apply roots the next day. That is all good. Chaffer01, Southern New South Wales, spread Trojan or Prem in the coming weeks, have both on hand. If you've got both on hand, I would be going with premature. And Knox D72, currently having a lot of soil from the beneath the lawn coming to surface. Advice. Knox, I'm going to have to see a photo of that. At adam@lawnhub.com.au, just so we can have a better look at it for better choice of words. Because it could be worms, it could be mole crickets, it could be birds, it could be rats. So could be a multitude of different things. Hawks 2015, g'day legends. Great game by your boys last night. The Wizard making the crowd angry.
Who's the Wizard?
The Wizard is
From Aussie Home Loans.
Yeah, he's a wallet wizard. He's a small forward for the Hawks. Kick the goal.
Do you think people mind being called small forwards?
Oh, he is a small forward. That's what he is. You know,
Okay.
he's not a tall forward. He's definitely not a tall forward.
So small is referring to the height.
Height, yeah.
Not his.
No.
Yep.
No.
Cool. Carry on.
Yeah, he kicked the goal after the siren and just gave it to the Sydney cheer squad and
Who was playing?
Sydney or Hawthorn and Sydney, the MCG, the Loud House as they call it, and they threw a bottle at him. So, yeah, bit going on there.
The I'm trying to get the. So I've got Instagram up. Oh, there it is. I'm using it. Sorry, I'm also managing
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you're like, "Where's Clint? Why is he not there?" I'm here. I'm just there. So I'm using an Apple computer, which I don't usually use because I was born in 1980s and I don't do creative as a job, so don't need one. Is this even my handle? Howdy, lads. I, of course, take everything Clintifer says as financial advice and have refused to charge my Soli battery for the entire season. It finally died on me mid-spray last week. That's good, man.
That's good.
I think, you got to test these batteries, right? And if you believe anything that you were heard in the early 2000s, you got to let them drain right down before you recharge them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Aaron Vecker. Hey guys, how do I tell if I have lawn grubs in Kikuyu, which was laid 6 weeks ago? If there is, what do I use to get rid of them, being new lawn?
So if you're able to go, if you've got any brown patches in your lawn that you can physically go there and pick them up and it's sort of like coming out real easily and there's no roots below, that's a good sign. You could also do a soapy water test where you fill a bucket of water with some dish soap and pour it over the affected areas and wait and see what comes up. If there's any grubs or mole crickets or anything of that nature come up.
Sorry. In Gola, the soapy water test is just Jonesy having his weekly bath out the front.
Yes.
He has to be reminded to use soap.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's right. Yes.
Carry on.
So, and then, if you've got the grubs come up, then, something like a Celiprin.
Sorry, I'll leave it. Leave it
Oh, that's a good one.
A Celiprin.
Oh, shit. Or if you're looking for a quick knockdown,
5-star?
5-star or Tiram can do that as
Tiramisu.
well.
You don't want to use Tiram. It kills bees.
So does 5-star.
Really?
Yeah, it smokes them. Both smokes them.
The bees?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if any would be, what's the word, pollinating much at the moment, but you never know.
I don't know. I don't know any bees.
Mm.
So that was the last question on Instagram. You've obviously got the chat open live over on your side.
Bearded Sith says, Jonesy, any thoughts on True Yard cylinder mowers? I personally have never used one. However, Shannon at All Make Mowers and More at Edwardstown, who's a Lawnhub reseller, he sells them, and he said that they're great for a beginner, a great entry-level mower. They're not going to give you the same quality of that as something like a really expensive Protea or something like that, but they're a good option.
Using the word expensive for Protea is also probably a little bit.
Well, it's a high
mid-range.
Yeah, but they are. They're just different.
They're pricey.
They're different mowers. But good support on the true yards here in South Australia, obviously with I think they're made in Queensland. So good support here. You've also got Shannon Allmake there in the team. So if you purchase through him and his team will look after you well. Hawks 2015 says, how good was Barris? He was very good last night.
I thought that was a fishing question.
No, it's a Hawthorn play. He's really stood up in the last 2 years, which has been good for Hawthorn, not so good for the opponents. And then LS Gemini 768, as in you put an LS in your Gemini. Surely that's what it means. That's sick. If there's imagine putting an LS in a Gemini.
Yeah,
that would bug.
Yep.
That's wicked.
That's what to be honest, that's what those engines were built for, and that's what those cars should have.
Yes, that is right. Can I tank mix Spartan, Celeprim, Wet, Escort, and Roots? Don't know. I'll just send it. I got asked that exact same question yesterday, and my response will be the same. I personally haven't tested it. I don't have all those. I don't have all those products open in the warehouse. Otherwise, I would have done a jar test. If that's something that you're interested in doing, I would look at doing a jar test first. However, that would mean that there might be some sacrificial product, which if you're okay with that, that's fine, especially if it doesn't work. However, if it does work, then just make sure you record what you've put into the tank mix, because you want to make sure you don't over-apply those products. So, yeah, that's my answer to that. Correct.
As their correct TG Gemini with a 6 litre.
With a 6 litre.
the proper LS.
Far out. That would bug. What's that do on the dyno?
I'd be more curious to know what it does on a quarter.
Mm.
Or is it just a burnout machine?
Yeah.
And also, I was thinking about that today. Like, is petrol and that, I guess, cost of living reducing the amount of sick burnouts that are being done? Or is it just, fucking send it?
When you drove back from Dry Creek, did you go past Globe Derby?
Yes.
Did you see that massive tyre dump there that was on the side of the road?
No.
I would say people are still doing burnouts.
Okay.
There would have been maybe 40, 50 tyres there, I reckon.
That's like a graveyard for sick cunt burnout.
Yeah. I think so.
Bearded Sith did say there, what's a great mid-handicapper cylinder mower after the Swift Ranger Scotty?
I'll just go the Bush Ranger, to be honest.
I would also not put those as a mid-range.
No.
Like, they are... Sorry, I wouldn't... Yeah. They're mid-range. Yeah, fair. Okay, sorry. I'll keep pressing my buttons. Keeping in mind, I still have my buttons.
I am not fucking drunk.
Goodness. Lee Jers says, do you guys have a product called Stress Less? Can't see it on your website. No, we do not. We do not have a product called Stress Less.
They're probably thinking of Stress Buster, which is an ICL product.
But
think.
that would be very similar to our Roots and Shoots Wet and Escort tank mix, I reckon. That one there.
Roots, to be honest, Roots and Shoots on its own is almost.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I think is probably. I don't want to say the same, but
slightly different.
You would use it for the same desired result.
I'm starting to lose my voice. Come on, I've got a game of footy I need to yell for. I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow.
Are you going to the footy?
Am I going to the footy? I sure am going to the footy.
You gonna catch a train?
Catch a train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quicker.
Yeah. Well, you can get in and out.
Might see a stabbing.
Might see the locals from my old store. And the good thing about, I just spat everywhere. Good thing about going on a Friday afternoon is all the people at certain interchanges that would be their regular train to jump from, suburb to suburb to get their substances. And it'll be packed. They won't be able to get their seat. So when you sit there and you just listen to them go off, that's my favourite part.
As in, they go on a Thursday or whatever and get a bag, and they would usually sit back left.
Yes.
And they get on, fucking my seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So last time, it would have, because the Thursday night was the game against Collingwood, the first final. That was a weekday game. The locals were going off. And I'm all for that.
Yep.
I'm all for that. So
So, all right, cool. They found him. All right, just organising some samples to be delivered.
beautiful.
So, yeah, obviously, if you're new to the podcast, if you've got any questions, then by all means post them in the chat. Jonesy's here to answer your questions. One of the comments there was, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah,
That's
how
my
good.
comment.
Yeah, how good.
I'll do a Clint and just test it on the lawn. Good. Not financial advice. Best time down the quarter for the Gemini that we were talking about before was 9.89 at 143 a mile an hour, which has put this car in a position where it is not allowed to go back there now unless it gets a cage installed, because I think anything
under-
sub 10.
Yeah, sub 10.
So, which is a Dodge Challenger
Mm.
out of the factory. I want my car.
Yeah.
And then Lee Jers that was asking before about the stress less said, lol, ChatGPT said you had it. Great opportunity to explain that AI is still in infant stages and it does get things wrong. And ChatGPT specifically, I'm finding is not producing the results that it had once done. And I've moved my paid subscription away from ChatGPT and I don't have that anymore. And I'm using Claude for the similar behaviors of ChatGPT, Manus for other things. So yeah, just Chat was good. Think about Chat was MySpace. Claude might be Facebook. Just one man's opinion, early stage, might change. So, Jonesy, where does your Kensington mower sit next level?
Probably the next one. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more adjustability in the Kensington mower. You've got,
Is that the one we're giving away?
yeah, attachments,
Oh, you can just-
cartridges. Yeah. So it's just, the next step. But, for example, if you have, like I think cricket pitches, for example, you wouldn't use a Kensington, like even though they do use Kensingtons over in the UK for cricket pitches, they're a different mower to the Kensington that we're giving away. This is more your residential.
A Resington.
Yeah, Resington.
Or Regington.
Cylinder mower of the Kensington range. However, I believe, in my opinion, which is unqualified and not financial advice, that any part of the, say, the Mowmaster range could well mow a cricket pitch because of they're solid.
Yeah, as in everything in that range sits above the minimum level of like professional. They don't do an unprofessional range.
They do
They don't do a home range.
They do they call it a residential,
But
it's not. No, it's really not. It's
So yeah, I got here Brody Pitt 01809. Hey guys, how did the turf blankets you trialed go? Work good results.
Yeah, very good results
I
actually.
need mini ones for my house. I want to peg them down on like.
You can take the sheet that's out there. You can take it all.
Fuck yeah. Miles says, "Good afternoon, lads. Good afternoon, Miles." Sorry, I'm jumping around on the camera a lot. It's my first time. It's actually not my first time.
But no, I had really good early green up results at my place with it. We might do time's the next valuable, or it's the most valuable thing for us at the moment, but I wouldn't mind doing just a test patch out the front. Maybe in the small lawn, do half oversowed with the blanket and the other half oversowed without the blanket and see what happens. That might be a good test.
I wanted to do something similar because I've been hand poisoning the non-required cooch in my fescue, and so I was going to cut little blankets and put one on one and one not on one and just kind of show how it looks. But where's my bag of seed? Okay. Next question. So Walter Buffalo in Melbourne put down Spartan last week. Noticed a bit of yellowing today. Is that likely to be Spartan, and will it grow out? Matt Colvinoa.
I wouldn't have thought so, but depending on how old the buffalo is, I mean, if it's older than 6 months, it should be okay. I'm assuming you watered it in afterwards. Obviously, I'm assuming a lot here. And, has there been... I don't know, is there any windows nearby? Has it been
to the window?
Yeah, has it been hot or has it been direct sunlight? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so unless the lawn's new. Could be something else. Has there been a lot of rain? If there's been a lot of rain and a lot of water sitting about, there could have been, could have been a good environment for potential disease to start showing its head. Maybe some leaf spot or something to that nature. So that'd be one I'd have to see a photo of as well, just to have a look.
There's no. Oh, here we go. Darren Schwartz said, I wanted to hear how Clint fixed his fungus issue on his front lawn. So I will have to bring up the my undercover greenkeeper mate who helps me when all is grey. And he said to me, what was I doing? Yeah, it was pretty bad, eh? Did you see it?
Yeah. I think it was there was a combination of a lot of things going on there at once.
So what I did is I did a couple of fungicide apps, one with Wetter. Where did he say? He told me exactly what to do. So Impala washed in with 6 mil of irrigation with Wetter and roots and shoots. So with wet and roots and shoots. Then a couple of days later, do a tombstone with money shot, dry on the leaf, do a follow-up on both 2 to 3 weeks after, depending on the result. I have not done the follow-up, and it appears that the lawn is in a happy place. So I probably should do the follow-up still anyway.
Yeah, it'd be good preventative as well. I'm actually thinking about putting some fungicide out the front of my place this season because, last couple of seasons we've had issues with brown patch. So,
do you need any? I've got some open bottles.
Dad's got one for his lawn as well. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's just, again, time.
Did you, Miles said, remember, vote One Nation. Do you know, and this is bad in this beautiful democracy we live in, I don't know if I'm going to get to vote. I don't know if I'm actually going to have a window of time to vote. And I should have planned it better and got a fucking postal or whatever. You should be able to just email the fuckheads. Surely with current technologies and fucking blockchain, I can just scan a QR code. I don't know.
The early poll.
I need late voting, not early.
8 o'clock.
No,
tonight.
late. I got the day of the day I've got a wedding. So
tomorrow shuts at 6, but tonight finishes at 8.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong camera. I could probably vote today. All right.
You just have to find the closest one to you, and then you have to get in the right line if you're in the wrong zone.
You know, the only positive that came out of the mass lockdowns caused by the woke global agenda or whatever the fuck was going on was that I could go do drive-through voting, and they just handed it through the window, all dressed as surgeons. And then
what
you
a
just
time, eh?
fill it out and send it back. Neil Weinman says, hey guys, I'm going to change my back lawn from fescue to Kentucky blue. When is the best time to do this?
Right now, in the transition phase, right now is the perfect time.
Luke Green Lawns, if you had a hood blended mongrel front lawn with cooch but also cool season grasses in it, that's basically my front lawn. Could you still use PGR through autumn and winter in Tasmania?
100%. I could. I would probably lean on the guarantee that Bluntstone Arena still uses. Would still use PGR in some areas of that stadium. So, and it gets pretty cold at Bluntstone. So, yeah, I'd definitely use it. It's going to help, for all the benefits that PGR does. So, I would if you've got the time and the product.
So, I'm really tired. LS Gemini says they can't change it if you do it electronically. I think blockchain voting is where it should be. Brendan Matthews, hey lads, can I apply NSFW and Spartan on the same day? Oh, these questions are coming back. We used to get this question a lot. Can I apply NSFW and Spartan on the same day? If not, what is the recommended waiting periods between applications?
Well, there's a technicality here because technically you can. However, in the interest of maximizing the benefits of both products, I would separate them 24 hours apart. I would do Spartan first, apply it, water it in, let it dry. 24 hours later, apply NSFW and let it dry on the leaf. That's what I'd do.
TW, rotators versus adjustable nozzles, pros and cons for just a basic backyard, 3 edges of a rectangular lawn fenced in. Rotators cost more money, deliver a lower precipitation rate per minute, and are more accurate from a matched precipitation standpoint, hence the MP part of MT rotator. I would always recommend using rotators if you have the budget for it. You'll be able to get more on a station. So if you are trying to run these on an automatic system, you'll buy less valves. You will, however, have to water for longer to get the amount of water out that you might need. but it should be a cheaper install if it's automatic. Negatives of MP rotators, they can get blocked up very easily. So if the quality of the water is dirty or you've got a lot of sand that gets into the nozzle from top dressing, etc., you might find that they get damaged and they're hard, if not impossible, to rectify. And whereas with the standard van spray, which is the traditional spray that you would have bought in the 90s, if you can remember, early 2000s, then yeah, you can just fucking pretty much send it. So if you had a place up the river and you were pulling water out the river, the MP rotator probably would be something to avoid if you were not using high quality, very fine filtration. But yeah, that answers the question, I'm guessing.
If you're pumping from the Murray and you got a pump that can handle it, you just run big rotors. Just send it.
Just have big guns.
Yeah.
Don't let the kids play out there while the sprinklers are on. You fucking kill someone.
The big hockey pitch sprinklers.
Luke Francis, tips on dealing with a very thatched lawn coming into the cooler weather. Just bought the house and didn't get time to do a reno. I'm just gonna get a drink.
Just get it green.
You can see the question.
What the hell? No, go on here, thank you. It wasn't updating. Sorry. Let me go up. Oh my goodness. Luke, look, I scout my lawn last weekend and low-key regretting it. So I'd say in this situation, I'd just hold out till next season. Around that springtime, end of September, maybe if we got the weather for it. Otherwise, into October, November, hit it hard and start again. That's going to be a better option because you don't want to do all the work now and then not recover in time. You're going to have a very malnourished, sick, not happy lawn, and it's going to take a while to recover coming out of the cooler season. So you may as well do it all with all the energy and the leaf there heading into the cooler season. So yeah, that's what I would do personally. I'll just wait it out, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm losing my voice. It's terrible. I can't for the life of me get my MP2000 to get near its minimum radius. As in it's throwing too far or it's not throwing enough. Stephen Walsh, travelling irrigator, all right for grass. Travelling irrigator. As in like the tractor? Is that what you mean? Let me just see if travelling irrigator is like a brand or something. Look, they're they're a solution. They're a solution if they're better than nothing. So yeah, they're better than nothing. Of course, like Clint said many times before, having a professionally designed irrigation system is going to be your best option. However, if the travelling irrigator is all you've got and they've only got the budget for, then that's better than nothing. So,
I'm back.
TD Dublu,
T-Dub,
yep, said that he can't for the life of him get his MP2000 to spray at the minimum
pressure.
Clint, he has got
John Farnham said, turn the pressure down.
He's got a PRS 40 body though.
Then it should be under control. That is, you would be doing the highest. Who's saying this? Stephen Walsh. You know who Stephen Walsh is? He's a dude that I met in Queensland at the One Life thing.
Stephen Walsh. He's got the travelling irrigator. Yeah, I'm talking about T-Dub.
Yeah, I'm just laughing because I just saw it. And he's been texting me because he texted me asking me a question about the lawn. I never got back to him. So he just texted me then saying, do you want to go out for a drink? I'm in Adelaide. And then I was like, hey, I'm just, I think whatever I sent him back. He's like, yeah, I thought I'd message you while you're in the podcast. But what were you talking about?
So T-Dub says he has PRS 40 bodies.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like no one has PRS 40 bodies. Like the fact that you've gone to that much trouble is like...
And he can't for the life of him get his MP2000 to get near the minimum radius.
Where are you seeing this?
In the restream.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Throwing too far.
Yeah, it's throwing too far.
Oh, PRS 40 bodies. Yeah, fuck, that's really crazy. I mean, what's too far? How many meters are they throwing, and how many meters do you want them to throw? Because the 2000 is what 6 point something 6.5.
Well, needed at 4.7. Minimum is 4. Can't get it near it.
Say that again. Oh,
He needs it at 4.7, but the minimum is 4 and can't get near it.
if you want 4, you'd want to be using the MP1000, which is exactly 4.1 meters. Oh, he wants 4.7. I'm a retard. Sorry. Let me just have a sip of this tasty Monster energy drink.
I have found, though, that the adjustment in the MP rotators is far less than that of the R-Vans. You do get a lot
the
more
downside of that is
yeah.
that the R-Vans will adjust themselves.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Actually, touch wood.
Oh, this smells like it could be a craft beer.
Touch wood. I've had really good success with my R-Vans this season.
I'm trying to find him. Where is he? Where are you, Borat? He's not there.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure?
And I'm just going back up
My
to
mother, she never loved me.
to Doug Kemp, and he says, "Is it too late to add nitrogen to your lawn? Got a couple of spots I need to fill in, and was thinking of adding urea. No, it's still fine. You just wouldn't want to like overload it continuously. A little hit of nitrogen here or there is not going to be the end of the world."
All right, you ready? I'm going to help with the MP rotators in a
Yes,
sec.
go.
But this is ultra peachy keen. I've never had this. Smells fucking amazing. Have you had this before?
I don't drink energy drinks. Hurts my heart.
Fucking yeah.
Give me the shakes.
That's good. I've had 3 coffees today as well. This should fucking send me over the edge.
3.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What do you usually have?
1. I'm gonna have 2 tonight. I'm gonna have my second one at the footy.
Caffeine 1. Yeah, that's a lot of caffeine.
Angel and I
Taste the aspartame kind of
might.
fake sugar taste.
Yes.
But I told you about when I lived in Japan, I used to drink a peach thing called Momoten. Probably
Yes.
You don't listen. You don't listen to
Yeah.
me. You don't
Oh,
care about me.
fucking boy. Okay.
So throwing approximately 5.2 meters. I don't know what to tell you, man. We might have to refer this to a friend. If you
Well, it has to be pressure related, right? No, but it's fixed.
if there's 40, or the sprinkler pressure reduction in the sprinkler's not working,
yeah.
or there's not enough pressure,
Mm.
and it's actually not adjusting for that reason, that would be my go-to answer. Have you got multiple of the same sprinkler nozzle on the same line, and some are working and some aren't working? And can you do some tests by taking one off of one and putting it on another and seeing if that adjusts? That's the kind of thing I'd be doing.
Mm.
Try to troubleshoot it down to a point where you can identify that it's either the sprinkler body or the head or God. Could be God. That's not God.
Could be.
You're on camera now.
Okay, Brendan Matthews says, "Thanks, guys. Just to follow up on my question, I'm going to Scarify tomorrow. Is it fine to apply Spartan right after? Also, I buy your products from a local store in Broken Hill. That'll be Broken Hill Hire, I believe. And they stock Husqvarna mowers. Thoughts on this brand as I've been thinking of buying one? First of all, Husqvarna mowers are one of the most trusted, long-standing mower brand in the history of mowers. So
Is this you saying this or you reading this?
no, that's just knowledge. Didn't they turn like 150 last year?
Mm.
Yeah, something like that. That's it's a lot.
I don't know. They
It's a
should
lo-
give me a free mower.
It's a lot.
What? They got fucking plenty. Give me one for free.
Maybe if we go to the turf conference, you just wear a shirt and it says first one to give me a free mower gets a video or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, free mower Fridays.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking free
Yeah.
mower. It's Friday.
we nearly bought that right on from that China manufacturer. That was funny. Will it mow?
What Jones is referring to is we were at the turf show in Sydney,
Yeah, Sydney.
and there was a Chinese brand there represented by Chinese nationals. So they were flying back to China, I'm pretty sure, the next day. So everything they had left was like cheap price for cash. You
Yeah,
take
and
now.
they had the calculator out and everything.
Like full Indo spec, just like. But yeah, we were going to get it delivered to the same place anyway. Scott bought one,
yeah.
didn't he?
Well, Scott.
That's Scottish way of-
Scott bought the push one. And he was going to get it on a HR pallet and send it back, but yeah, it was just I think we just ran out of care factor. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it got too hard.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Oh, sorry. And scarifying, just at this time of year, especially in Broken Hill, just I wouldn't be overly aggressive. I'd just be trying to tickle it more so than be really aggressive with it. But That's up to you. And Spartan is okay to apply after it, so long as the lawn is healthy at the moment.
VIP in FTW says, "Is this an AMA?" It is an AMA, but it's more of an AMAL. Ask me anything lawn. And then they didn't, not sure, didn't wait for the answer. And
Yeah,
went
you can ask anything.
straight ahead with a question. Why are cooch mites so prevalent this year? Oh, I've got theories. I've had issues getting rid of them with Malus Duo twice now.
Yeah, it's just follow-up applications consistently. There's obviously potentially something else going on in your soil and lawn health that's allowing the mite to continuously come back. Yeah, I'm battling little bits of it at the moment at my place. Not as bad as I have been at this time last year. And I haven't been able to get to the old man's place to see his cooch mite recovery. But, yeah, it's all soil, it's all lawn health / conditions, just like anything. It's conditions.
Celeste Adams has just messaged me saying, "You know the regional sales manager for SA in the Northern Territory for Husqvarna." I don't know who that is, but she said I do know them. Do you know them? I know them.
You know them. Look, if they're going to give away robo moles, I'd love one for my backyard. Honestly, it'd be a game changer.
I'd love to know who she's talking about. And when she tells me, I'll be like, "Oh, you idiot. Where did I meet him?" I do meet people. I meet people drunk a lot.
Yeah, but like, and I'm not saying this because Celeste is a high-functioning human. She's not getting Grundfos and Husqvarna mixed up, is she?
Think so. I think
No?
if she was going to mix anything up, she'd mix up Steel and Husqvarna, but I don't think so.
No, but still don't do stuff with influencers, man.
Oh, they won't now.
Well, they didn't anyway.
Jay. Oh, what? No shit. Yeah, cool. He works there. A guy I met at a wedding. He doesn't. He does. Eugene. He's mates with Ben. Yeah, we were drinking at Ben's wedding like 3 weeks ago. State manager for... He lives in SA as well.
Oh, well, surely.
Get me a fucking mower, Eugene.
We need a mower for out the front here too.
I need 7 mowers.
Yeah.
Give them to us for free. We got a question on Instagram from Jay Maybury. "Hey Jonesy, I'm laying Canberra Blend Fescue KBG turf tomorrow. Any tips on what to put down when and after it's down?" Or I do. Jonesy can give you a tip though.
Cherry popper pack. Obviously, hopefully you've done all your soil prep and any irrigation work that you need to do prior. Obviously, if the lawn's coming tomorrow, it might be a little bit too late for that unless you can
Reseller.
have it sit on the... No, I'm talking about the soil prep and the irrigation. But yes, cherry popper pack is perfect for all new lawn varieties. If you don't get it down tomorrow because either you don't have a reseller nearby or you didn't place an order, that's fine. Just make sure you keep the water up to it and then get online, get the cherry popper pack and apply that following the application calendar. And it'll be the best start to your lawn's life that it could possibly have.
It's it's breast milk for turf.
It is. It is. Helps with the function, the development, everything. Yeah.
And in this analogy, fertilizer spreader is a tit.
Yes. Which could be your hand.
Your hand is a tit.
Yeah.
Aaron Vecker. "Hey guys, thanks for the info on grubs. I'm fertilizing this weekend with BBW and got laid. Last one on your cherry popper pack calendar. How long do I have to wait to use Trojan?"
Well, I mean, if you're doing your last application of got laid now, that'll probably see you out for the next 8 to 10. So probably maybe your next application would be springtime. So unless you have great weather and you live in a very good part of Australia, your next application could be Prem.
Great weather and good parts of Australia are not always the same thing.
No, that's true. But
there are regions of Australia where it's sunny all the time.
Yes. Then yeah, you could probably look at May with premature. However, if you have cold, frosty, there's no point putting granular out. All covered in this week's Weekly Cut episode.
There was a question here I skipped over, or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Tim Shep, "Hey fellas, I put Trojan down 9th of Feb. I was going to put Barricade and 3-Away out next weekend. Should I just go straight to Prem? I've got both at home."
You're probably still seeing the benefits of the Trojan.
Adelaide Hills.
Yeah, you're probably still seeing the benefit of the Trojan. So I wouldn't worry about putting Prem out just yet. I'd still probably hold off for a couple more weeks, 3 weeks maybe. and then go with Prem. Barricade, just apply Barricade by itself and water that in. It does say not to apply with a granular fertilizer. However, as we've talked about many times before in this podcast, in comments sections on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, these products are an investment, and if pre-emergent is an investment for a lot of people, I would just apply that by itself, and you can put 3-way out either the week now, like tonight, or a week or so after, or even 24 hours after putting down the pre-emergent. That's what I would do personally.
There is another question here about pre-emergent from JDH Woodful. Question on pre-emergent: will lawn plugs take the pre-emergent down? With pre-emergent down, have some sizable bare patches and a big crabtree problem up here in Queensland.
There's always the likelihood that it will impact the plugs. Yes, there's very much that chance that would happen. And what would happen in that situation is the plugs unfortunately won't be able to develop and continuously photosynthesize and produce those roots and do everything that it needs to do. There's always that chance that would happen after you've applied some pre-emergent, yes.
Doug Kemp, Crowey's going to beat BOS Mob. Is it BOS?
I'm not sure what
Mob
that
tonight. Bevo. Yeah,
Bevos,
they left the V out.
yes.
They hit spacebar instead of V.
Yes.
Yes.
That commonly happens. I sure hope so. It's going to be a great game of footy. I was saying to Dylan before that this game will be won. And it sounds a bit...
By the person with the highest score.
Well, it sounds stupid, but it's going to be one in the forward line. But it's going to be one in the defence of who can defend better. Traditionally speaking, the last few games between the Adelaide and the Bullies has been very high scoring because it's a very loose turnover game where no one's accountable for their man. So it's going to be able to be won and lost by who takes the most forward 50 marks and kicks goals. And that is then going to also then be backed up by a stronger defence and who's going to be able to take those intercept marks and be able to move it out of the back line the most efficiently and quickly to be able to score. So I'm predicting that it will be like a 120 to 100 scoreline tonight. There'll be lots of goals kicked, and I just hope the Crowies are on the higher end of that. And they give me some breathing room like they did at the end of the Collingwood game last week, where I had about 2 minutes of, I can calm down now.
The 36ers games like that.
I saw your, was that Whoop? Or
Yeah.
That would have been my heart rate during the 2.5 hours of the footy. I was just, and I told you I had to play Mario Kart for an hour and a half to calm down.
Go to sleep. I don't think that would have helped me at all. Would have been wide as. I was looking through Instagram, and a video has just come up of Donald Trump with the Japanese Prime Minister. A Japanese reporter says, "Why didn't you tell Japan before the Iran war?" President Trump, "Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor?" He's fucking got no filter.
Is that legit or a meme?
It's fucking on PBD podcast, which is like legit, yeah.
Jeepers.
Like, I don't know if we can play this, but I don't care.
One thing you don't want to signal too much, you know, when we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
And they're just politely laughing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I've said this to you, I genuinely believe that country has a lot of arsenal hidden underground.
Oh, 100% it does.
And they are ready.
Yeah, 100% it does.
In case something else comes up. Sorry, I'm on the wrong camera. I'm trying to do two things at once. Aaron Vecker, who was talking before about something. Cherry Popper Pack, said he's in Kiama, New South Wales. Jay Maybury. Thanks, boys. Soil prep is done. Irrigation down. Turf arriving the Savo for tomorrow. 1+ to change to the Cherry Popper Pack to the breast milk pack. So, yeah, we'll see if we get enough votes. So I guess we can do that.
Well, we can try, yeah.
You have to be called something else, like milk cannon or something. Also, how long should I wait to throw the pack out? I'm guessing not in the bin, but on the lawn.
Same day. Same day. Follow the application calendar from day one with Got Laid and BBW. And then I think 7 to 14 days later will be the Roots and Shoots application, and then follow what it says in the instructions. That will be, as Clint has said, is breast milk to new lawns. So
Ashton Hearn's video just popped up on my thing next. Liberal candidate for Newry, whatever region that is, getting her pre-organised John Howard motivational video to show the support of the last good Prime Minister that we had. These are the playbooks. It's whatever works, I guess. He's still whoever was paying for his eyebrows to be handled back when he was in power, that budget's gone to Albo's plane because John Howard's eyebrows, you could not wear a helmet and fall off a bike and he'd be fine.
It was funny when I went and voted last night. There was a chalk line on the ground, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Why is there a chalk line on the ground?" But it's
in
because
it's probably someone dropped their drugs.
No, it's because you can't be within. There's no political stuff 6 meters from the entrance of the voting booth, like of the door.
Is that one of Malinauskis's
Must
new
be.
laws? Like no foreign lobbying.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's fine. Just no money in politics.
And it was very agricultural. It was in green chalk and
like green paint on grass.
Yeah. Bunjip. So it was. I think the Liberal candidate moved his signs. He moved them by like a millimetre, and then the Labor dude came down, and then the One Nation dude came down, and then the Liberal dude went down and moved his. I was like, this is not a thing. Surely people have better things to do than moving signs by 2 or 3 millimetres.
You'd think that most people have made their mind up by the time they get there, but I genuinely believe that there would be some studies that say that there's a percentage of votes that are won by the person that smiles or is the nicest or hands them the piece of paper. They go, oh, fuck it, I'll just do that. That guy looked good. Or she had a nice rack. I'll vote for them.
Yeah, okay. I generally think I generally think probably only maybe 20 to 25% of people know how to actually vote properly and make their vote count. I mean, it's not something we're taught in schools, and we've talked about this before, but I think it's just funny watching, because there will be people tomorrow night or Sunday morning that will genuinely cry for the outcome.
Oh yeah, it'll be outrageous. And look, I have, I guess, desires for candidates and leadership and all that shit. Sorry, I'll put the camera on me. I have desires for candidates and leadership and all that shit. But one thing I will tell you, I don't really give a fuck who wins. I'm still going to get up the next day and do my best to do my best, right? Because the result of the election, as with the result of your football games, should not impact your life.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
It can a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Like, what are you going to do? Fucking kill yourself?
Yeah,
or fucking...
it's not it. It's not worth it. Not over that. No. So.
Yeah. So, this is not a touch screen. You fucking millennials. What are they called? Zoomers.
I don't know. How old is that laptop? It wouldn't be that old.
Talking about Dylan. No, it's not touch screen.
Yeah, I know.
It's stupid. Like, what's that
I don't
technology?
think Macs are they?
No, they're not. Losers. Here's a question. Hey, fellas, does Tyrum 200 systemic insecticide control earthworms in turf? I don't know.
No, it doesn't. And the worms are there for many reasons, and they provide a lot of beneficial reasons to be in the soil. If they're coming to the surface a lot, means there's too much moisture in there at the moment. They don't like too much moisture. So
hairdryer?
Well, you probably look at drainage if that's an option, or if it's in a certain part of the lawn, there could be something else going in there. I know worms and worm castings are annoying, but I'd prefer them over dry dead patches. So,
Doug Kemp, roots drench better than foliar at the moment?
I mean, it's at the cooler end of this. Like we're definitely tapered off a lot.
We're over here. We've got heat. Like, it's been humid as well.
It's been humid.
My front lawn has a fucking medium boner at the moment.
Yeah, I mean both still at the moment for sure. I haven't done a foliar roots for a while. I wonder.
You're seeing these questions.
Yeah. Well, because we missed one.
Yeah.
We missed one from Blake Austin Zone, who said, "Can you pre-germinate coated seeds?" You 100% can. Get a bag, a bit like a laundry bag with a little fine mesh, and have it in water.
A bra washer.
a bra washer, and that'll be that would definitely work. Pitt says hello, and Dave Jacobs says, what can I do if my lawn looks like Jonesy's head? Well, you're up shit creek, mate, because nothing's fixing this head, mate. Put too much pre-emergent on it if you
read the comments.
Yeah, if you read the comments on our Instagram.
You could go. We could send you do a YouTube video, get enough likes. We'll send you to Turkey.
The only reason I'd want to go to Turkey would be to visit Gallipoli. That's the only reason I'd go to Turkey, not to get my hair done.
I would go there to eat food and have a Turkish coffee,
like a proper one, mud coffee.
When I was, I wouldn't say landscaping because that's disrespectful to people that landscape.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the bar is a bit lower than it used to be, but a lot of the people I know are good at it. We had a client that gave us a Turkish coffee or I don't know, it was Greek, but it was fucking like mud. And we had the coffee, we measured some stuff up, got in the car. My business partner at the time was driving, and I felt this wave come over me like I'd had speed. And I was just like, are you feeling like I'm feeling? He's like, yeah, man, what the fuck? I'm like, that was like, it was just like, and not crashy caffeine. It was like, probably gave us speed, to be honest. But
probably,
yeah.
It definitely sounds like.
When are you going to get that quote done? Now.
Yeah, right now.
No more questions.
Well, I need to do a wee now.
All right, so it's back on me. So what I'll do, I'll talk about what we've been doing to kind of manage the potential unavailability of fertilizer and chemicals for our business, as well as to prepare for increases in costs. So as a lot of you might be aware, there's a lot of shit going on in the Middle East, which is affecting trade routes and the ability for oil to get through out to other countries. What this has done is it's created a supply and demand issue, and so people that make plastics and make petrol and that need those routes to bring products through, so say urea, for example, the way that they need to navigate might have changed, or they can't get out at all. And so there's become a shortage of supply. Now, what that will do is increase the costs of a lot of things, and a lot of things you haven't thought about. And without being too dramatic, yesterday I thought things were going to get better pretty soon. I thought it was just a bit theatre-ish, and my opinion of this changes all the time. But today, when I saw that they had blown up a gas production facility on the border of Qatar, and I think it said something like, and this, I again, if this information's correct, because I'm seeing these snippets on X and then kind of developing opinions as I'm navigating my day. But if that's true, that's pretty dramatic, and it will create some retaliationary behaviors, which means things are probably going to get worse before they get better. All we can do is manage our world. So we've bought enough granular, I think, to last till August. The challenge will be the start of the season. So, if it really matters to you to buy fertilizer at a good rate and have it available for the start of the season, I'd encourage you to take advantage of our April sale. Nothing like a fucking good crisis. Never let a good crisis go to waste. And I think what might end up happening is liquid fertilizer might become more commonly used because it will be more available than granular fertilizer, because you can get more bang for your buck from when we manufacture it. So we obviously don't know what's going on. We've bought a lot of stock, and for both businesses, we actually have always held a lot of stock because it's important to me to make sure that we've got stock. Dave Jacobs, this cunt, he's fucking all over all of us. What if my lawn is as spongy as Clint's torso? This is the same guy that said, what if my lawn looks like Jonesy's head? That's, I can't click on him. I was going to try and delete his face. Doesn't work. Do you know Dave Jacobs? He's a fucking Russian bot. That's what he is.
If I do, I'm sorry, but I don't recognize the name.
We're basically doing our best to make sure that we can have enough stock so that nothing's interrupted. The one thing I do believe might happen is our freight costs will go up. I don't think they have yet.
No, not yet. We haven't received anything.
So anyone that's telling you they have is a scumbag and they're lying to you. Well, or they don't deal with the freight companies we deal with. But we did have a price rise on some pipe. I am concerned about reseller freight going up before the other stuff. So
Yeah, I looked into it because you obviously had that in our notes, but yeah, I have not received a single thing. So
the notes Jonesy is referring to is I do a dump into AI as much as I can to keep the team, well, my management team, my senior management team, across what I'm thinking, because it changes half daily.
yeah, minutes.
There's no more questions. We don't need to go late on this podcast either. Jonesy and I both have shit to do. So
Dave Jacobs says, "I'm just as big, not a bot." Everybody love everybody.
all bots say that.
Everybody love
That's
everybody.
just what a bot would say. If your lawn's a spongy, if your laundry is fucking don't worry about the answer. This peachy peach was meant to make me feel better, not worse.
Yeah, I had ambitions for you there for it to make you feel better, but I used to have a Red Bull and a summer roll before each shift when I worked at Golden Grove, and then it just stopped agreeing with me. So
summer rolls massively underrated,
yeah.
and I think I used to eat them cold, so I'd put them in the fridge.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a charity thing that sold summer rolls.
Yes.
And I would buy them all,
Mm-hmm.
like all of them. And they're pretty safe because not a lot of people like them. But then as soon as they have a bit, they're like, fucking.
Yeah. I remember when I had my first one, it was part of those like raffle things. Yeah. Raffle? No, you just buy fundraisers, yeah.
You got the one out of the girls one, didn't you? Celeste hates desiccated coconut, so I can safely have that shit in the house. Bounties, like vanilla slices with coconut on top. I had a vanilla slice on the way here today.
Where from?
Shell service station.
It's probably a Balfour's.
Nah, it was good. It was like the fucking custody
big
ones. Nah, like the more continental ones.
Yeah, okay.
But from a servo, I was very surprised. What did I do? I bought a packet of Panadol, and I had that's all right. I went and got a hamburger with the lot from like Cormac Road Quick Stop. Oh, dude, I'm fucking all over it
I
today.
almost pulled into the Macca's drive-through for lunch on the way back here, and I was like, no, I'm going to the footy. I'll have something at the footy. And then I was like, nah, can't do it. It just kept going, so it was a good win for me.
So I went to Cormac Road Truck Quick Stop, whatever, and I've never been there. This is around the corner from a shop that I've worked at for 3, 4, 5 years. It's probably as close as Chatty's.
Yeah.
Fucking wicked. Yeah. Like 4 chicks behind the thing making sandwiches, pre-made hot dogs, hamburgers, rolls, and this blew my dick off. I'll have the hot hamburger with a lot in the warmer, right? I'm in a hurry. Cool. Did you want me to put lettuce and tomato in it? Fucking oath I do. I'm like, it's not in there now. And she's like, no, that would make it go soggy and shit. So she pulls the warm bits out, opens the bad boy up, lettuce, tomato, wraps it back up. Have a fucking nice
That's
day.
high IQ.
That is how you should do it.
That's high IQ. That's fantastic.
Green Shed. I hope it's not the Green Shed I'm thinking of. I think I found the Easter egg on the website. Are you ready? You can see the.
I can see it. Yeah.
Oh, you can read it.
Yeah. Is it that Brunnings Pathweeder is $18.95 and the Green Shed has it for $12.14? Well, that's not an Easter egg. And
hang on, is Green Shed Bunnings?
If it is,
are they commenting on our fucking thing? This is their way of going lowest prices.
Look, no, that's not an Easter egg, and I'll tell you, for starters, why they are probably able to sell it at $12.14 is because they would buy. We bought our first box of it this week versus they've probably had it for years and years and years, and that's a strong relationship. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't match that price. There'd be no point in selling it. But we have been asked for products with Simazine in it before for paths and gardens and in between rocks and all those sorts of things. So
it is $12.14.
So that's why we've got it in. But you'll also find that if you compare our prices of things that the Green Shed sells that we also sell, such as some David Gray's products, we actually are the biggest seller in South Australia outside of the Green Shed of David Gray's Crabgrass and Clover Killer. So
no one cares. Are we cheaper?
No, we're not.
But we sell more.
We're more than double. Yeah. Because
so they're service lines.
Yeah.
Right? We put them in there as a service.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we do have the David Greys. We hold a lot of the crabgrass killer. We hold a lot of that because we sell a lot of it. But these are, hey, have you got anything for this? Yeah, we do. Cool. I'm already here. I'm gonna add that to my cart. Yeah. So and we do, and I'm gonna argue that we do that, and we're doing it a bit more now. But we're doing it really well. Service items. David Gray's crabgrass killer is one of them. There's a couple of other items that went on live on the website yesterday. Pathweeder being one of them. That is just going to be, oh, hey, I want to do this. Yep. Boom. There you go.
A lot of what we do is people ask questions and then we answer them, and we haven't had a specific product. So having that product there enables them to be able to buy it while they're buying other stuff.
We've got two garden insecticides too. Been asked for white oil a lot. So we've got that in as well. Again, we're not going to be the cheapest on that because we bought 6 bottles, not 6,000 pallets. And another one, so one that's good for grasshoppers because we've been getting that bit recently with grasshoppers in the garden beds. And what was the other one that we got? Oh, the blackberry and tree killer as well. So
blackberry tree killer.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one because that's one that we do get asked a lot of, and I was not aware that David Gray's even had it in that small packaging because previously you had to buy it in a 1 litre bottle and it just was too expensive for someone that needed it for a little shrub or something that they're trying to take out. So, yeah.
Brent Meister 17. Balfour's vanilla slices, the OG and the best proper vanilla cold custard. None of that creamy shit. I have to disagree. I think the creamy shit is the shit. But how do you feel, Jonesy?
I like the custard, but I also like the icing bit on top, the real soft part, and then it has to be fresh and it has to be like a square. And when you take that first bite, it's like tough, and then you get through and it melts in your mouth. That's my ideal vanilla slice.
The one that I had today was very much like you bite into it and it all just comes out because it's just basically, it's not, the custard never skins.
Yes.
Do we have any more questions? Because if we don't, we can go. I'm meant to be at an event.
Main Reen says, lads, Tiff has recovered well from a light reno here in Adelaide. Want to apply PGR but never done it before. Is it too cold now to start doing it? Can you give me some tips? It's not too cold to start doing it here in Adelaide. In fact, I was actually talking about putting PGR out the front on the front lawn at the moment because that's starting to grow back up again. The rise sort of popped its head back there. Just to suppress some of that growth until we have time to get back out there. First time applying, your lawn will probably change colour, so you can try and counteract that a little bit with adding some money shot into there at the higher rate. And then I would also set up an account on the Syngenta website and track your GDD, which is your growing degree days. That's going to enable you to track how your application is going and when you're going to be up for another application, or make that decision, hey, it's probably too cold now, I'm going to let it ride it out for the season. However, you can apply PGR year round. It will just last much longer in the cooler periods.
Down the bottom there, Luke Francis, do you have anything for ants around the lawn and garden?
We've got a couple of items, or a few items actually. We've got Fipronil by Surefire in a little shaker bottle. We've got that's a sand. We've also got Monarch G, which is a sand as well. Same active ingredient, Fipronil. It's just a little bit stronger. Then we've also got 5 Star, which you can spray at the base as well, which can also be used around the house, like in your eaves and all that sort of stuff. So I do a yearly application using that. But yeah, either of those. Fipronil works by coming in contact with the ant and the ant carrying it back on its body back to the nest.
Suicide bombers.
And essentially taking out the queen. So that's how it works. And bifenthrin works very similarly, contact as well.
So it's like AIDS.
Essentially.
Takes out the queen.
Yep. Takes out the queen prince. Yeah. So, but yeah, either of those. I actually just put down some granular Fipronil out the back. Actually, I'm not normally one to care about the ants, but they were just in droves in my backyard, and every time you went out in the back lawn, they'd start biting you and crawling up your legs. So I'd do something about it. So
because they're black.
No,
you're a
racist. They're a nuisance.
You're a racist.
Hawks 2015 says, I would rather support Lawnhub instead of supporting Bunning. It keeps Dylan and Jonesy employed. Does. Thank you. But look, I'm sure if we start selling the same quantity, we can then start having the bargaining power to be able to come down to those prices. But like Clint said before, they're service items. They're our everyday products. So until that point, that's where we're at.
I feel very caffeinated.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Oh, I'm so excited for the footy. The whole build-up. Like, I'm not even... Like, obviously, I'll care about the result, but, like, the whole build-up of going there, the pre-game entertainment. Like,
Is this the first game of the season at home?
at home, yeah. So...
I saw text the other day, actually,
Mm,
at the basketball. Said, are you going to be at the next game? Because the 36ers have got a final at home on the Friday next week. And he's like, yeah, we're playing footy Thursday, and then we fly back, and I'll be here for the game. And I was like, oh, no shit. And then I said to Mudge, where would they be playing? Because, you know, Google, don't need to worry about that. And he's like, they're playing in Geelong.
at Alphabet Stadium.
And I was like, oh, we could go there. Alphabet?
It was GHMBA or GMHBA, the health insurance. But it's easier to call it Alphabet because no one knows the...
Is that what it's become, Alphabet Stadium? Or that's just what you call it?
That's what majority of people call it, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, you know the health insurance mob, GHMBA or whatever, GMHBA.
I know GMH made cars before the staff started asking for too much, and then the return on investment for the employee to the car value meant that they had to shut it up in Australia. But I'm sure there's some probably former Holden workers out there that would disagree that they weren't getting paid enough.
That's going to be a big game too, yeah. GMHBA Stadium, Geelong. Cardinia Park, Skilled Stadium, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, Geelong. So actually, the one that Adelaide Oval just redid.
I'm actually in Victoria for that on that day, but fuck going to Geelong.
Well, Geelong's not. I mean, yes, Geelong is in Victoria, but it's out of Melbourne. It's like an hour.
It's like saying I'm going to Murray Bridge to watch the footy.
Further?
Jonesy needs a reset. You're right.
Further? I think Geelong's further than Murray Bridge.
It's a decent hike.
Yeah, about the same, maybe. But you wouldn't catch a train either, would you?
They do a train?
Out to Geelong, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Fast trains too.
Brent Meister said custard tarts are the bollocks too. Which ones? Because I think that nothing beats a Balfour's custard tart. I'm on the Balfour's train with you there.
Custard tarts for me are, like I could walk past them, happy days. What I could not walk past is a good apple crumble tart.
You're taking me back to the school days, man. Did I tell you I used to work in the canteen for food?
Yes, yes,
Told you that before.
yes.
They used to have those apple crumble tarts. Fuck yeah. That's like the one from American Pie with a bit more crumble.
Yeah, a bit more crumble.
There's no other questions.
There's a few people tuning in though. They obviously just like to listen to our voices
36 on
Restream. Plus,
Restream, and then Instagram had 4, but there's heaps of people popping in and out. Only Balfour's. Yeah, I agree. I'm guessing Balfour's invented the custard tart. I don't know. Nah, fucking the Portuguese invented the custard tart, you dickheads. Have you had a Portuguese custard tart?
No, I don't believe so.
Fucking Gola. I have to. Can we get one? Dude.
A Portuguese
tart. It might just be called a Portuguese tart. They are dangerously good.
Let's have a look.
And yeah. And if you get one made by like a whatever a nonna is in Spanish.
There we go. Portuguese tarts.
Yeah.
It came up. Oh, I've seen them. I haven't had one.
This
though.
could be the next sparkling mineral water. This could be the thing that takes you from Gawler to Gawler East.
Snob Hill.
It could get you up on top of the hill.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen them, but not had one. Yes.
Yeah, we need to be careful where we get you one from. It can't just be from a servo or something. It has to be from a Portuguese nonna. What's a Portuguese nonna? What's Spanish for nonna? Nonna. I don't know. Where's the Spanish speakers when we need them? Not here.
Not here. No.
Sprinkled donut said Brody's backyard. I'm sorry, man. Nah. I can't do it. Like if you're given the choice of a chocolate donut or a sprinkles donut, what are you doing?
Oh, sprinkles. I don't like chocolate that
Really?
much. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like chocolate donuts. I don't particularly like textured chocolate either. Like, you know, I just like, if I'm going to have chocolate, I'll maybe have, when saying that Oreo Dream Chocolate Cadbury bar at the moment is being my weakling. But I couldn't sit there and eat half a block of crunchy. I just would have two squares and that's
Yeah,
me
like
done.
whoever ate half a block of chocolate on
yeah.
the plane and then went hunting for more chocolate and then wondered why he was having an
Yeah.
anxiety attack from fucking sugar.
But like Tim Tams, as you've seen, we've been smashing the Tim Tams this week.
We would be Jonesy gets like proud of how much David Grays we sell. And when I say we, Shannon, who works here, he brings in, I don't know if he's fucking like banging the Arnott's rep or something, but there's always fucking Tim Tams here.
Yeah, always.
But then he buys the other ones like the
Royals,
nipple tits and fucking like TikTok, the little clock. Oh, those Freddos, they were good.
Yeah, they're not bad. You
Like,
sell a lot of
underrated. I had one and then it was 7.
I'd do when they'd go half price, I'd do a whole front end of them and I'd order like 80, 90 cartons and the special go on Wednesday and I need to order the same again for Thursday because I'd just sell all of them.
So Jonesy and I happened to be in the kitchen at the same time twice yesterday.
Yeah, twice yesterday.
And we were both going there to steal Tim Tams out of the fridge. When we say steal, I think Shannon, it's become a thing. And he needs to just chill the fuck out. Like, cost of living's going up and he's just dumping. He's got to be fucking stealing them. And you know what? He's bringing us in on his scam so that he can throw us under the bus when he gets arrested. That's what he's doing.
As long as he's taking them from someone that's robbing the public blind, then that's fine.
So as long as he's going to one of the big two, fuck him. Oh no. Brent Meister said sprinkles like fairy bread. Yeah, I'm not a fairy. Fairy bread for me feels like a poor person food. You know how I don't eat sponge cake. I can't have sponge cake. It's important. And like tuna mornay, poor people food. I can't eat that.
Smiley Fritz.
Yep, I've worked too hard to eat that shit now. Like, yeah, sorry. You know, I've still got prawns in the freezer for. I'm gonna have them at Easter. Like so.
Yeah, I've got still.
5 kilos got given to me at Christmas. That'll be all right, right?
Yeah, that'll be
4
right.
months in the freezer.
Yeah, 18 months that they got to use by date from being snap frozen. So,
And these were snap frozen on the boat.
Yeah.
And given to me
Yeah,
2 days later.
I think mine were frozen in November, and I got mine in December. So yeah, I still
Mine
got time.
got taken out of the ocean on like the 23rd of December. I should have just eaten them, shouldn't I?
Well, if they're in the freezer, it's fine.
I
They
know,
cooked.
I'm busy. They cook them on the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine till next Christmas.
Ain't nobody waiting until next
No,
Christmas.
no, I've got my prawns and they're ready to go for Easter as well, from leftover from Christmas.
I think we'll just eat the whole 5 kilos.
Yeah, well,
The only downside is Celeste's mum usually brings the prawns, and if they're in our house, then I don't see her peeling them.
What size did you get?
The biggest ones.
Yeah,
they do.
yeah, we got the biggest ones available. I usually get the U10s. This year I got the U8s because the U6s were out of stock. Otherwise, I would have got the U6s, which
Are they
would
the
be like
biggest?
U6s would be like about that.
So the guy? So Marty's brother worked on the trawler, and he took them.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
hoping.
sick.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to spend time peeling them, you want to have the most available meat like possible. You don't want to buy the U20s and the 23s and they're like this big and you have to peel 10 of them to get one big under 6. You may as well just spend the extra money, which I found works out better anyway.
It's the downside of living in a first world country is that no one will peel them here for you cheaply.
No. And the all pre-peeled ones are from Vietnam, and that's just not it. So
The only way you should be eating Vietnamese prawns is if you're in Vietnam and
yeah.
there's a lady just sitting there peeling them for you.
yeah,
Passing
and
them
you've
to you.
watched her cook them and,
Yep.
and peel them. So.
Yeah, and then afterwards, prawn happy. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? No. I think we could probably wind this up. Is there anything else we need to be? Oh, sorry, I know the camera's meant to be on me. We're doing our best. Dildo's.
I think we've done pretty good.
There's a language barrier there.
What do you mean there's a language barrier? He's speaking English, you dick.
I know, but he's from Texas.
I've never actually listened to that. I've just heard the voice of Gordon Ramsay. That's actually funny. That's actually funny.
So, yeah, that's it. If anyone's got questions and you want to send them in, you can via the. Do you want to check the Instagram story one more time? Obviously, we have people on the other end of the DM. So, if you want to send us a message and we don't answer it live, well, we can send you a message back. You can send photos through to our social media platforms if you're interested in getting some help. It is a service that we offer for free. And obviously, there is no commitment to buy anything. A reminder that we are giving away a Kensington lawnmower at the end of this month. All you have to do is buy something on our website, and you're in the draw. So you could buy an air freshener or a full load pack, whatever works. We will give that away live at some point. What else do we have to talk about? We will be having an Easter sale, so we'll have that operating over the Easter Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you are interested in getting early access to that, make sure you're on our text subscription line or our email subscription, and you'll get notified before everyone. Some stuff will sell out. I know that sounds like one of those dickhead marketing douchebags, which I am, but it's just the reality of it. Things like solo backpack sprayers and that kind of shit, once they're gone, they're gone. We don't know what's going to happen with the availability of fertilizer. We've obviously got enough at the moment. So, if you want, this is really salesy. If you want to make sure you've got fertilizer for the season, you could buy it now. All of the granular fertilizer that we sell comes in buckets, so it's sealed. So you're not going to have any issues with it caking, and you'll be able to keep it in your shed for fucking ever. Till the rapture. Have you got anything you want to add?
On top of that, probably not. If you're not subscribed to the weekly cut, it's Lawn Care's favorite. Actually, it's the favorite email that gets sent out every single week. I use the data we get from Clavio to make that statement. So it's not financial advice, but we've got incredible click rate, open rate, and read rate. So if you're not subscribed, basically, we obviously have people subscribe unknowingly because it comes part of, doing an order and all those sorts of things. But I talk about the top paragraph or line is usually associated with the week. So I think this week I've mentioned something about it's just flown by again, and we're fast approaching Easter.
It feels like we're not going to have a winter, which is I fucking hope we don't. But it just doesn't feel like anything. And all the shit we have to do before August, dude, all these things we have to do before the end of May.
And then I usually talk about a topic. This week's topic, so I'll give you a bit of example. So last week's topic was about wetting agent during the cooler months and why it's still important. The week before that was about pre-emergent. The week before that was about premature. So all things there. This week is going to be about liquids, the benefits of using liquids going into and throughout the cooler periods. I've got a wicked lawn of the week this week. Actually, one.
Are we still doing that?
I fired it back up about 8 weeks ago. Yeah, so I've actually got a wicked before and after.
I don't read his emails.
No, a wicked before and after. So I'm gonna obviously he's gonna read that on Sunday morning and reply, and then I'm going to ask him more questions about it and get Dylan involved in that one because I think it's going to be really good for marketing. If I'm being honest.
No, lie to us.
And then at the bottom of the email, you've also got a discount code, which is live from Sunday to Tuesday night this week. It's all liquids. So basically what I talk about, there's a discount then offered at the end of the email. So you have to wait if you have to subscribe to see that. Sometimes it does get screenshotted and sent around all the lawn pages if it's a really good one. This week I think it's a pretty good one, pretty good discount. But Clint would probably say, no, it needs to be more. But sometimes when I do more, he says it shouldn't have been that much. So I like to play it vanilla with my discounts. So
I stroke my pickle.
We've got another question. Hang on a sec. Sean Vater.
Yes.
Hey, lads, can't be fucked reading the instructions. Can't be fucked reading the instructions on premature. My question is, if I mow my lawns the Savo, can I put prem down tomorrow or Sunday? That wouldn't be covered in the instructions.
You can put it down straight after mowing and water it in straight away. You'll be fine.
Shend it.
So, yeah.
We're going to a wedding tomorrow.
We are.
Fucking haven't been to a wedding for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't remember. What was the last wedding I went to? Would it be my sister's, maybe? I think. Oh, no, my mate, Ben. Yeah, last wedding we both went to has been a Ben. We got the same shirt on today.
Look, we're matching.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Just so you understand, these shirts, we're trialing these shirts to be, look at that. Fucking, this one's the right side. Yeah, it fits nice and tightly everywhere. We're testing these shirts. So they've got a nice inside material.
Yeah, it is a
still
nice
got the
shirt.
shimmy outside material. So they look sporty, but you don't get that stench that comes. Anyway, none of you care about that shit.
So, yeah, we do have a wedding tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
You're gonna get on it.
I don't think
get
so.
funky.
I don't think so. I haven't had a drink of alcohol this year.
I haven't had a drink of alcohol since about 10 o'clock last night.
It's pretty good.
I need to rein it back in again. I did a very long period of time.
Yeah, but I feel like you're, and this could send you the other way,
I'm
but
like
I feel like-
ADHD alcoholic.
but I feel like your consumption at the moment still allows you to come to work and not have those wasted days where you get really angry. It's in moderation.
I've lost, in the last 4 months, I've lost maybe 2 half days from alcohol. So a lot less.
Mm.
But I also know that when I stopped drinking, a lot of people were watching and are like, I like what you're doing. I'm going to do it too. So I have this feel like I've got a responsibility to others, which is not reasonable on myself. So yeah, I'm trying to, this is a bit of a tough one because some people would say you can't, but I'm trying to build a healthy relationship with alcohol.
You can. It's called moderation.
It's called like stopping altogether. That's
yeah.
the healthiest relationship. It's poison.
It is. But no, I don't think I'll get. I mean, the last beer I had here on the podcast, broke out into
You
that
got hives.
fucking rash.
You had hives.
I had a bourbon on Christmas. Same thing happened. So
maybe you're allergic to alcohol.
maybe. So, I'll just, be there in the moment, enjoy my water.
I'm not allergic to it, but I'm allergic to it when I have 40 standard drinks. That's when my allergies kick in.
Yeah. See, that's not. Yeah, my tolerance isn't that high. But no, I'll just probably just drink me water and enjoy the moment.
Are you going to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't drink much anyway.
No, it's just easier that way.
It's a long way.
Yeah, but here's what it is. What do you do about it?
Try to make friends in Gawler.
Mm.
All right, let's wind this podcast up. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for tuning into episode 111. I think this could be my favourite monster. Peachy Keen.
Okay.
Jelly Bean. That's from Grease. Bite the Weenie Riz. Grease Lightning. Did you watch Grease Lightning?
Yeah.
Yep, go Grease Lightning. Yep, go.
There's a theory that Sandy drowned at the beginning of the show. Like, when
Sandra D.
Yeah, when they're...
Look at me, I'm Sandra D.
No, is it Sandy? Well, it's Sandy. It's not Sandra. Sandy. Sorry. Where how at the beginning and they're rolling in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a theory that she actually died in that moment and the whole movie is her imagination, and then at the end, when the car flies off into the distance, that's her getting out of purgatory and going into the afterlife or into heaven.
We definitely should have finished this podcast earlier. Okay. No more.
Sorry if I've ruined Grease for people,
No,
but
I think Grease can't be ruined, man. It's a fucking, it's a thing. It's a thing, I don't even know. It's an institution. It's Marbo.
Because that never made sense why the car flies away into the distance, really.
You got to remember, this is a time when people were experimenting with a lot of hallucinogenics.
Yes, that's true. Back when it was clean.
Back before AIDS. Back in the good old days. All right. Hang on. Whoa. Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is...
no more chicken.
Why are you gay?
Where's my buttons? Sorry.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
What now, bitch?
Where's my long... Oh, it's on the front page. So apparently we have to play this out.
Yes.
But then there's another one that he does. Don't press the red button. No. 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 They're all on.
I hope the mixing's better at Adelaide Oval tonight.
Where's the one he plays?
I've got no idea.
All right. See ya. We are still live. Don't say anything racist, you piece of shit.
I'm legally blind to see, barely.